baby.
These people calling my Brit phone, they won't ever leave me
Scotty
alone.
Hardy.
These people calling my Brit phone, they won't ever.
Hello, yeggooner back again with another one. Yo, let's talk about the football before we do anything. You guys trying to say? Let's just talk about the football before we do anything. I'm not gonna talk about. Actually, I'll do a little. We'll ease into it. Y'all can already see the article I got up, right? The reason I got the article up is because I couldn't find the elbow, and I've just come back from work. I'm not gonna go find the timestamp. It is what it is, right? But we'll talk about that. Let's calm down. Let's relax. We got ourselves a little bit here, yeah. So first of all, we talk about the Arsenal game. Look, man. I was at work, so I couldn't really watch the game. But but after minute 8, Arsenal started to take control. I don't know how I know that, but because I was at work. But anyways, after minute 8, Arsenal started to take over the game. We had a little bit of a scare early on where Leicester got their footing in, but we did the work. We pretty much took full control of that game, peppered everything out. Vardy didn't see nothing. Martinelli, the first goal, Timber gets a cross, shanks it into the right area. Martinelli gets a bit on it. He slices it, but it goes into the corner. Got the right amount of contact for it to get into the corner. Not sure if for sure that's the clean finish he wanted, but he needs to get that goal out of the way to remove the cobwebs. He got an assist versus City last game, and now he's got a goal. It's calm. Now, second half, Martinelli starts to get better, and the reason I think he's getting better, reason I think he's getting confidence, I'll attribute to two things: confidence build up from his good performance versus City, and I think Calafiori on that right hand side is doing inverting and doing inverting. He's underlapping and overlapping, and it's giving him the support that's needed. We played a lot on the right hand side, but in the second half we played on the left hand side, and we kind of, I would say it was like, we're usually 85 right hand side and then 15 left. I feel like, even though I was at work, I don't know how I know this, but I feel like we were 65 right hand side and then 35 left hand side, and I think that attributed to Calafiori, and Rice was able to go back, because that's what I'm saying. I like Rice and Partey are double pivot. Rice was able to go back whenever Calafiori was up inside in like a cam area or an 8 area, and then Rice will go back into that area when Calafiori was out left. But that's besides the point. Martinelli finally looks up. He passes the ball. Trossard is able to get the goal for the second one, right? And when we get into things, right? So then let's talk about the let's talk about the James Justin goal. James Justin goal was amazing. It was a wonder goal though. Like, let's be real. The other goal, who scored the other goal? It wasn't Ndidi. Was it Ndidi that scored it? But basically, it hits. These are low percentage shots. I'm okay with conceding these goals, right? I'm okay with conceding these goals because we won the game. If we did not have the mentality to get back into the game, then I would have been a little bit cheesed. You know what I'm trying to say? I wouldn't have liked that. So let's get into the City game. The City game is a little bit different, you see. I think Newcastle moved to City, and the reason they were able to move to City is because their midfielders they're bigger. Let's just be real. Gundogan is getting up there in age, and I believe the Newcastle midfielders are bigger, they're stronger. Joe Linton had a stunning game. I feel like he was really good. But let's get into what I believe is a little bit of controversy with this, yeah? Let's get into a little bit of controversy. Okay, so Jack Grealish, the article says Arsenal fans rage off. I don't know. I don't really, like, when I look at Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, I have like a group chat with people that talk about football. I look at that, and then I see what they post, and I just see the people that I follow and I see stuff. I don't really dig deep into that, you know what I'm trying to say. But Jack Grealish elbows Tolani, right? Elbows him in the chest. That's violent conduct. Like, and by the letter of the law, that's a red card. Besides if it's not a red card or not, right? That's up to you. But lamb of the Lord, that elbow's a red card. Okay, I don't understand how City get away with this kind of stuff all the time. Now, when I say get away with this stuff all the time, I'm gonna reference the Arsenal game. I didn't say my piece on the Trossard stuff and whatnot. In my opinion, Trossard should have got sent off. But my problem is that they're in the game. That game, I don't care about what happened all around, right? I don't care about other stuff. I'm talking about when you ref a particular game, set the tone and be consistent throughout. What I mean by this, y'all can even go check. Minute 3:39. Bernardo Silva headers the ball after the whistle is blown. That's delaying time. We all know about the docu stuff. I'm not going to focus that. Bernardo Silva headers the ball after the whistle's blown for a free kick. That is wasting time. After he does this, the free kick everyone was crying about and saying, oh, Arsenal took like 10 yards ahead of time or ahead. Think to yourself, why was it 10 yards ahead? Because Bernardo Silva dribbled the ball there. That's why it was. So then that's a gain after the whistle, delaying time, moving the free kick. If we had moved the ball back, he has delayed time. That's facts. 2 yellows of card offenses there. Why didn't he get yellowed? I don't know. But then you have to factor in the fact that he got a yellow card for dissent as well. Aight? So they got away with murder there. Now, in this game, Jack Grealish's elbow Tonali. He also, I don't have the correct timestamp for this, but him and Tonali have another scuffle, and he tries to swing for a punch. Instead of actually swinging though, he just taps him a little bit, but he basically swings for a punch. Those are 2 instances for 2 red card offenses. At least give him a yellow for both. He should be on a yellow for both. Why does he get away with this, or why do City get away with murder? That's what I want to know, right? So then, look, Arsenal fans are fuming after spotting Jack Grealish's cheeky antics. It's not cheeky, bro. You're elbowing someone. That's violent conduct. Why do they label this stuff differently? When it was Thomas Partey who did not touch Rodri, they said that we were targeting Rodri. That don't make no sense to me. Anyways, Arsenal fans were off raging while watching Saturday's kickoff between Newcastle United and Manchester City in the hope that their Premier League rivals would drop points. They did drop points. It is whatever. And really and truly, when I watch games, like, obviously you have your biases and you want City to drop points, but I'm also watching to enjoy it for entertainment purposes, you feel me? When I'm watching my team to collect their points, I don't care what anyone else does. It's that we win the league based on what we do, not based on what City do. Right? And then Cameron spotted Jack leaving an elbow on Daniel Tonali at the start of the second half, and a part of a fierce view between the pair at St James's Park. City kicked off the weekend with the Tercy side on the weekend after whatever. Ill-tempered at Etihad, blah blah blah. Jack Grealish and blah blah blah. Okay, early inside the second half, replays show the City winger leaving a subtle elbow on his opponent, who collapsed on the ground. He elbowed him, and regardless of if the elbow was strong enough to put Tonali down, we saw Fabian Schär square up. I think it was week 1. You saw Fabian Schär square up. I think it was week 1. And he then got sent off for that. And for me personally, when you square up and you put your head to somebody, that's not that's not a headbutt. But you saw that happen, and he got red card for that. So how come he's not getting a red card? How come he's not getting a red card? How does that make sense? How is he not getting a red card? How is that just, oh, it's calm? Nah, it's not like that. And then just to end off, and just to put a little bit of sugar on this, why? Okay, I am not saying Liverpool didn't deserve their penalty. I'm not saying Chelsea didn't deserve their penalty. But I personally feel there was more contact with Kyle Walker and Joe Linton than there were for those 2 penalties. And why did they not receive a second penalty? Why? By the letter of the law, Consistency. This is what we're calling for. Now let's just talk about Chelsea. Do Chelsea scare me? yo, I'm trolling, yo. I'm using that thing that everyone is using, and we all know why we're using it or why they are using it. It's funny. It's a bit of fun. You get me? But are Chelsea scary? Let's be real, yeah. Again, I will rebuttal it. I will say it again. 10 games into the season, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing, right? 10 games into the seasons, I need to see what happens after 10 games. Are they? Let's see if they're consistent. The reason we're talking about Liverpool, the reason we're talking about City and Arsenal for the title is a follow-up of last season. So the sample size suggests that they can do it consistently. The sample size suggests Chelsea cannot, but they're doing it at this particular point in time. So once we hit 10 games and they're still there, I'm like, well done, hats off to you. But one thing must be said, and one thing, this one thing I'm saying is a fact. Cole Palmer set a record today, and Cole Palmer is cold. At this particular point in time, no cap. In my personal opinion, he's probably the most exciting player to watch inside the English Premier League. Most exciting player to watch in the English Premier League. I'm not going to get into, he's this person or that person or this person. I'm going to give him his flowers, man. He's balling out. But yeah, that's just me for the Premier League wrap-up. That's me, yeggooner, you feel me? Now, yeah. That's me for the wrap-up, you feel me?